Now he's talked about, this is not news necessarily because he's talked about this a lot in the past, but he says seasons will have unique modifiers like no flee or open flee or friendly scavs or scavor, lore-based seasons, unique seasonal quests, and so on. So imagine trying to throw somebody into a raid that has friendly scavs and you don't, right? It's just, you can't mix those profiles together in any real way. I mean, you might say that you can do that. I'm going to argue with you to the grave that you're wrong, but this is just scratching the surface of some of these modifiers. He expands and goes on and says, also your seasonal character will have RPG style perks and debuffs selection before you'll go into the season. You can make it really hardcore for you personally with some good bonuses. This is only part of the seasonal character feature. We want to make it interesting. More info will come later, as usual. So for those that have been wondering, that is the official answer to all this. We will be on completely separate servers, essentially, with our seasonal characters than our long-standing characters. And my point is that anybody who is still playing on your regular character at this point isn't going to be that greatly impacted by it. Yes, player populations are going to dwindle, but the vast majority of the player base is backing out of the game, and that happens every single wipe. The first 2, maybe 3 months are pretty busy. It's the first like 2-3 weeks are crazy busy, and then it falls off pretty steeply. It flattens out. It runs for about 3 months, and then 3 to 4 months into the wipe, a lot of people bail from the game. You have a lot of the hardcore players, and then the streamers, people that play the game for money and stuff like that play it every day. Sure, I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about regular players. They start to dwindle off and fall off, and then they all come back for wipe, and they've done this for years and years and years and years. So it's a proven thing to do. Whether you like it or not, it works. Now, hopefully BSG doesn't just completely give up on our main characters. We get some kind of stuff that still happens over there that gives us incentive to go play. And on top of that, I hope our character stat screens for our seasonal characters somehow reflect the work that we've put into our main profiles. You know, like when you look at somebody's seasonal character, it still shows all of their achievements and everything. I hope that's part of it. We'll see. I don't know how they're going to do this. There's a lot of challenges that they've got to overcome, and they haven't shown us how they're going to do it yet or what they're going to do. So we just kind of have to wait and see. So, I mean, it could be great. It could be an awesome experience, and it could also just be completely fucked up. We've seen both ends of the spectrum from BSG. You know, you've had everything from 1.0 being a clusterfuck at launch to Labyrinth being one of the most epic experiences I've had in gaming. They've been able to pull off both ends of the spectrum. So just have to kind of wait and see. I don't want to pass any judgment on it because until we get all the details, it could really be one way or the other. So that is everything we know so far about the seasonal character. Nikita's been very, very busy the last 2 weeks on social media. And anybody who's been around here for a while knows this is how I talk about it. He goes in spurts. He goes quiet for a while. After an event or anything happens, you don't see much from him and he stays quiet. And then he starts posting more frequently and more frequently to where he's posting multiple times a day and responding to people. And then something happens. You know, there's an event, there's something going on. And that's just his normal cycle with driving media attention to the game. So I'm expecting something big here pretty soon because we're in one of those cycles. And it's probably going to be Icebreaker. I don't know if we're going to do another event between now and then. I'm kind of expecting that to be the next thing.
Ready for that Icebreaker stuff. Tarkov needs some new content. And he's streaming Marathon right now.
RimWorld Odyssey. Fly a spaceship, tame a bird, build on an asteroid, and ignore all core gameplay mechanics to break the game. RimWorld's recent Odyssey DLC just released, focusing on going to the stars and exploring space, which is exactly why we're not gonna do that, because in this video, we're gonna be exploring something else that was added that nobody seems to have noticed, which is completely overpowered and kinda game-breaking. Also, thank you Ludio Studios for the early access key. I would have had this video out sooner, but I'm also working on a different RimWorld video from before before the DLC on my main channel. So welcome to Odyssey, the new RimWorld DLC that I have been super excited about. I've played it for a bit to try and figure out what exactly is going on, and there is some very silly things that you could do with the grab ship in this game. So if we head to New Colony, you can see we've got one new scenario at the end, the grab ship, which is a crew of 3 hunted by mechanoids. You can get the spaceship basically in any other scenario as well. It's just a quest that appears, but we're gonna go with the basic one and start here instead. I've also made our own ideology, which has Shipborne, a new meme that has a couple of interactions with the grab ship, as well as a whole bunch of other stuff, and more importantly, our venerated animal is a boomalope. Boomalopes might be one of the most important things in the whole expansion. We also have a duel to the death for prisoners, but you know, that's not important. All right, we've got our squad, which is Mila, Fawn, and Kale. All of them are wearing the spacesuits essentially, which prevent you from, you know, dying in space. I hear that's fairly important. And as soon as we get into the game, you will see that we are on an orbital platform all the ways at the top of the Earth. There is a bunch of items to haul around here, so we can have everybody immediately start doing that. What we've done wrong is essentially we've woken up this mechanoid thing, and now there is mechanoids who are gonna keep chasing us until we die, or until we complete the mechanoid quest. I am gonna start working on our ship in the little bit of downtime we do have, which is admittedly not a lot. And there we go. Now we can head into the ship, and the mechanoids should be arriving in just a second. Let's forbid everyone from going outside. So every so often, the game will send this big army of mechanoids in just a second. Anytime now. No? Did I break something? All right, well, the mechanoids are on their union-mandated break right now, so we're just gonna name our ship and leave. The enormous anguish to read. Yeah, no, that's crap. You know, that just scares people. But the SS Space Warlord Organ Trader, now that inspires confidence. Ignore the fact that I couldn't fit Trader. So now we can go ahead and launch the ship, and that is gonna allow us to go all the ways either to one of the asteroids, one of the space stations over here, or onto the planet. Each jump is gonna cost a bunch of chem fuel, but we are actually going to head into probably the Scarlands, which is one of the new biomes. Scarlands are inhabited by dangerous insects and rogue mechanoids. Land here anyway? Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I've seen this animation like 20 times, and it's still okay. With the little thing hanging off the side, it's a little less climactic. And there we go. We are gonna land on the map, and you can see it is a pretty much just a ruined settlement. We can move the landing zone, so we are gonna probably just land right around here. We can also rotate it, so we can go like this, so on and so forth. So I'm gonna put the landing zone just about right here, and that is gonna get us onto the map. And again, I love the animations they added for this. I also happen to notice that there are some boomalopes down here, and I kind of need to tame all of them. So right now, we're just here to get a bunch of supplies to try and grab as much crap as we can. Some steel would be good, and I'll probably just draft someone and hope that we don't die. Actually, these corpses tend to have loot, so I could just do that and then equip the revolver. And another corpse looted, another revolver. Thank you very much. Oh, and some loot over here. So there is a... Oh my God! Jesus Christ! Okay, well, it seems like I have already made a grave error because we have one person down over here, and these wasps are running around. This is a new trap that was added. I think we're gonna be able to save our person. Yes, there we go. It probably wasn't the smartest thing to land in this place, but hey, you know, there we go. We got some loot. Did we need it? Not really. Okay, I am just really hoping that there are not any more wasps around here because I am trying to grab as much loot as I can. Oh, okay, there is another trap. That is a hunter trap right there, and if we walk into that, it is going to chase us and then explode. And he's going on a food binge. All right, that's honestly probably not that unexpected considering he was stabbed by like 100 wasp stingers. I was a beekeeper for like 3 years and I still occasionally mix up hornets and wasps for some reason. All right, so I've spent the last couple of days getting as much stuff as we can, mining a little bit and also constructing a lot more onto the ship. We do have a limit as to how many things we can actually place on it or how many tiles, but if we build these grav field extenders, we can increase the size where I'm wondering if you could make a ship where you just like chain it all the ways across the map. I think you can. The SS Trad is ready to launch again. So as soon as we have time, we are just gonna launch again and probably move closer down to the south. Right now, I want to try and get to the glow forest biomes because those are actually really cool. Plus, our main faction is Dark Light preferred. Oh, we got it! Oh my goodness, no, the Boobaloo! Okay, I didn't think we would actually be able to tame it this fast, but I need to make them a little pen. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna keep them inside, but we'll try. Okay, there we go. Now we have an actual Boomaloo pen here, and he is gonna start giving us a whole bunch of chem fuel. You can see just how fast he's able to be milked. Sadly, I have no Kumalope mod, but the chem fuel is gonna be really great for having an actual way to make chem fuel quickly for all of our thrusters. There's also something a little later in the tech tree, and it is called the Hunter Drone, and it's actually, we've already run into it, it's over here, but we could build those, and they are stupidly cheap to build, and they just require chem fuel and steel. If you have a good enough source of chem fuel, which is what we're gonna try and do, you can mash these things out so much that you could destroy a whole colony. And there we go. This quest is the most important to what we're doing because it contains the location for the absolute best place to make a base in RimWorld. I'm also going to accept for the ambushed Praetor because we'll accept with, it doesn't really matter who, and he is being chased by a man-hunting rat. Oh no, it's Rar. And there's the rat dead, and you know, Jaden's going to want to depart on the shuttle in a couple of hours, which of course I'm going to do in just a second. And that is a great shuttle right there, but unfortunately for Jaden, he is not going anywhere. Hold on a second. He is not going anywhere. And now he is our prisoner. The Imperial shuttle also just so happens to want to sit here for some reason and do absolutely nothing until I smash it to pieces, get myself a shuttle engine, which is required to build those things, and some uranium components and plasteel. We are gonna have to convert Jaden, unfortunately. I honestly didn't even see if he was good at anything. He is not. Oh, he's a kid. Whoops. It's a good thing my ideology encourages child labor. Oh, we also got a self-tamed crow. I know they've added more things to the game now. Yeah, there was guard, attack, and attack targets specifically. Also, I know the birds can fly now. They were bragging about it like 3 times on the developer articles. Okay, let's get everyone inside now because we have been here for definitely long enough. I will forbid the doors, and it's time for us to launch. Not participating Jaden. Yeah, he's not happy about this one, but I don't care. All right, let's launch everyone and get as far down to the south as we can, getting into a grassland. I think that's also a new biome. It seems there's an infested settlement right here, which admittedly I'm not entirely sure what that is, so let's head on over there. And my ship still looks like a deformed manta ray. I am gonna, oh, this is a weird looking biome. Okay, that ominous looking building at the very center is probably not something I want to be near. So I am gonna do the smart thing and land all the ways on the side way over here. And this time we're gonna get nausea, which I think that's only a small debuff for a couple of hours. Yeah, it's not that bad. As I'm zoning this, I just hear only the sound of people throwing up constantly. And yes, that is exactly what is happening. Wait, you can swim now? Oh, I didn't even know that was possible. Oh, that's right, we can also do fishing. Visitors is actually super insanely good because it gives me an idea, particularly an idea that involves, not that. But if I come over here and I just start shooting
Don't
the wall,
open
okay,
it.
the shooting the wall part might not
Don't
actually work.
open
I'm
it.
gonna
Don't
deconstruct
do it.
one wall, Oh, I didn't realize it was like this. So I think there's like an insect queen here somewhere. There's also a lot of pretty reasonably good loot here. I am deeply concerned about being in here though.
It's a poker table.
Rusted safe, don't mind if I do. It has a gerbil chart. Oh, it's a treasure map and it gives me a quest. Oh, that's actually really cool. 2 man-hunting cats guarding 25 plasteel. That's fine. I was going to use the visitors to kind of brute force my way through the thing over here. Actually, I still might be able to. Oh, there we go. Okay, are they going to chase me is the real question. I need one of them to chase me. Okay, I probably shouldn't have sent the guy who has 1 shooting skill. Right, well, I'll spare these insects for now. Okay, that one can fly. And of course, by spare, I mean run away, because there might be like a giant insect queen in here. Oh, there it goes. I don't know why I'm so excited to just see like a single bird flying in RimWorld, but here we are. I'm also gonna do a role assigning ritual. There we go. Give the fixer role. I needed her to preach health on the boomalope so it didn't die of play. Oh, it's actually doing really well. Well, I'll just do the next thing, which is walk over here and punch Jaden. Oh, okay, I thought he was just staying asleep. No, stay away, Jaden, stay away. Now I'm going to convert him after there we go, now he's been converted. I just had to punch him in the face with a revolver barrel. Works every time, baby. Add prairie dogs, that's probably not great. Wow, this really shows the difference in shooting skill of all of my people, how they have successfully missed everything. Oh, okay, he was at level 0 shooting before. Okay, I researched fishing, so now we should be able to make a big ol' fishing zone. And there we go. All right, we're fishing for some bass. Born to fish, forced to farm. Hey, we get 5 bass. 0.25 nutrition comparatively to rice, which has 0.05. Okay, that's actually pretty good then. Oh yeah, we're also gonna do a ritual here in hopes of getting another person, because I need someone to mop the floors, and we don't have anyone right now. Aha, there we go. Oh, and he even comes with his own gas mask. Well, that's great, because your job is to sweep the boomalope pen for the rest of time. Ah, there we go. All right, I was just waiting until we enslaved Jaden here. Now we can force him to drop pretty much everything he has. There we go. I hope you enjoy being mostly naked. Oh, okay, there we go. I was assuming I would have to fight. Oh my god, it spawned more? Okay, I think we're okay. The stuff that we are wearing does give us a little bit of armor. This locust is gonna die over here. And there we go. All right, now we can just waltz in here. And I do want to see what's a little bit further. Is it something really bad? Maybe not? Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared me. All right, Fawn has to fight his way out of this. Oh, geez, I don't know if he can do this. Pain block, so he does not stop fighting because, well, you know, it could get him killed, but eh. Okay, well, it looks like we're good. And the only stuff here is a bunch of now incapacitated insects, and I think this guy has some beer. Oh, yeah, this is, wait, how old is this guy? Dead for 7 years. I'm sure the beer is still fine. I am still being chased by this insect, though. Can I just chaos skip him into, like, Goodbye. Oh, no, wait, I think it just teleported him, like, literally 2 steps away. All right, go. God damn it. Okay, I did not realize that my new guy actually has a go juice addiction, and despite me telling him no drugs, I think he just heard the drugs part because he went ahead and took the go juice anyway. We also got a bulk goods trader, which is fantastic. How did I get an anti-grain warhead? I must have gotten it from the box inside. Oh my god, do I even want that inside the thing? If it blows up, it's gonna take out the whole ship. On the flip side, I could shoot it at someone else in a raid, so I'm gonna keep it. Okay, I think I've been here for long enough. Now it's time to gather everyone together, give them all firearms, even the people that probably shouldn't, like Jaden. And then, wait a minute, this person's on my ship. What happens if I launch the ship while this guy is on it? Do I just oh my god, yeah, you actually just kidnap them if they're on. I need the crow to get on as well, but as soon as he does that, I have no problem with kidnapping a random person. Oh, wait, there we go. The donkey is inside. I repeat, the donkey is inside. Oh, man. I'm waiting to see if I can kidnap one of their pack animals. If they walk inside for just a moment, I'm gonna instantly leave and then steal the animal. Oh no, okay, it didn't work. But I think it could have if I did it right. All right, let's get out of here. And I want to now raid this place over here because we actually have a raider meme. I'm gonna be doing this, and then we're gonna go to the place right under and expand the size of our ship. So for raiding, I don't have what I want right now, but it shouldn't be that bad because there's only 2 people, and yeah, this is a pretty pathetic area. All right, we're just gonna land right next to them and then boot everybody out. I don't even remember if these people were hostile, but it also doesn't really matter because this guy is blind, he almost can't move, and he is dead. And there we go, the raid is dealt with, or We're the raid, sorry. That's gonna give us a tiny amount of loot, just a little bit of corn, which isn't really all that important. But more importantly, it's gonna get us right next to the ancient stockpile. The raid also gives our people plus 12 mood for the next, I think it's like 25 days or something. It's actually pretty insane. When Ideology came out, I really did not like the whole raider thing because caravans just really suck. They take so long to get anywhere, but now that we can just use a grav ship to jump wherever in like a 8 billion mile radius, raiding is really fun now. I do still wish there was better loot for the raids. So like if you went and destroyed a faction base, you know, you might destroy the whole base and you get like 3 corn for it. Like, it's kind of goofy. Unless you fight the Empire, which is probably what we're gonna do because we can get persona weapons if we do that. Totally unrelated, but do my people eat people? Oh, they do. Nice. I've never been so happy to see cannibalism in my life. Oh, there is a Timberwolf hunting Jaden now. I think I can tell my crow to attack the Timberwolf. Oh my god, he's zooming. Get him, my crow. Beat his ass. Okay, well, the crow got... The crow has sacrificed his beak and left leg valiantly to defend the colony, and for that reason, he shall be renamed Guard. Oh my goodness, they changed the way that fire works. It's not just spreading adjacently right now, it's actually spreading like a couple of tiles out. But that might also be because it's windy. All right, and no more fire. I don't want the whole field burning or something. Oh, okay, well, it looks like there is... It looks like there's still some fire. All right, now is a good time to launch, and we are gonna launch immediately into the ancient stockpile right here. Okay, so there's 3 stockpile entrances here, here, and here, and we need to hack all of these and try and figure out which one is the right one. And we're just gonna land right here, and then probably begin hacking these stockpiles immediately. Okay, so I got this quest at the farming worksite, and it was the one that we were at just before, but we have to shelter this person at the farming worksite for 22 days. Now, I don't really know how that's gonna work, though. Like, are they gonna get angry at us when we go to the next area, or are they just gonna not do anything? A raid. I really need to... Wait, does he have a pet pig? Well, I'm sorry to your pet pig. Goodbye. Wait, he has a smoke grenade launcher. You know, this guy might not even be here to attack us. He might just be here for, like, to party or something. Maybe, like, a little bit of a rave. Unfortunately, that is really not my concern anymore. Oh, we also got the Deserter quest, and I am actually just gonna accept that. It's gonna make the Empire hostile, but I was gonna attack the Empire anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Hey, random temporary guest. I know you came here to learn about other cultures, and you're gonna learn a lot about ours as you run at that machine gun fire, and we'll be right behind you. All right, see, that wasn't so bad. You only got shot like 4 times, and this person isn't even dead. Unfortunately, they do kind of suck, and I mean, look at that square jaw. Oh my gosh, now they're crawling away. You know what, Twos? I'm just gonna let you go because I think that jaw of yours is enough of a punishment. How have I never noticed this? My person says transhumanist modded. They're very happy that they are, you know, a modded transhumanist, except the only modification they have is a go juice withdrawal. The flesh truly is weak. All right, it's taken a bit, but there is our first stockpile entrance. So now we can actually enter it, I guess, kind of like a caravan and send a bunch of people in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our new base. It might not look like a lot, but trust me that this is so insanely good for a place to make a base in this game. And I'll show you why as soon as we're done clearing them all. Because they do have all kinds of traps, insects, and other things in them that we do need to kill all of those first. So we're gonna do that and then make the base. So it looks like all the walls are super fortified. How much does this breaching axe do? Not a lot. Okay, so we can use this to hack open, go inside, and not get swarmed by insects. That's good. Oh, there we go. Holy crap, this place is massive. Well, this turned into like a horror movie quick. Every single door I open, I'm like, I'm ready to jump. You know, if I was to levy some criticism on the DLC, I gotta say, the fact that I can't steal the ancient toilets is a bit of a bummer. Hard 3 out of 10, Tynan. Oh my god, a psychic emanator. Isn't this thing like super valuable? It improves the mood of everyone in a really insane radius, and especially because we have a grav ship, that's just gonna be ridiculous. So it looks like what we're looking for is not in this secret bunker. So we're gonna have to go find the other one. This one has an awkward machine gun. Delta, I know for a fact that you were gonna put he just like me for real on screen. Am I right or am I right? We love Delta. He's a great guy. All right, well, let's just grab everything and leave because this is pretty much done for. There's nothing else here except for you. In the meantime, we will hack all of the other ones as well. All right, time to enter stockpile entrance number 2, and I don't think it's gonna be the worst thing in the world. 4 advanced components. Holy crap. Oh, there is a hunter trap in here, although I think I can be a little smart. Oh my God. I'm the dumbest person alive. Orlean, everybody run, everybody run. Kale. Oh, thank God. Orlean is not doing so great on account of the being killed by these wasp traps over here, but I think we're gonna be okay. She is fortunately just a temporary visitor, so honestly, don't really care about her that much. But this is going to reveal the room with the grav core in it, which we can use to expand the ship, or I believe we can also build a special generator further down the tech tree. And that is another hunter trap. That's awesome. Thank you. I don't know the radius by which it activates. Wait, what? Well, I'm not really sure why it's just not activating on us, but honestly, I am not gonna complain. So we are just gonna forbid that door and never return. Oh, and there is another set of insects. That's not fantastic. All right, we're just gonna load everything up and then exit this bunker, and hopefully Orlean does not die. So that's 2 to 3 down, and I am gonna start going into this ancient stockpile though, because this is where we're going to build our base. First things first in the construction of our new base is I gotta throw Calamos over here on the ground and then forcibly convert him to our religion, which completely worked. And then we are immediately going to actually change our person's role from the ethical decider or from the preacher all the way to the research specialist. Make our newly converted guy the new moral guide. I know he's a recent convert, but trust me guys, he can lead the church. And finally make Mila our leader. Then if I do a work drive on Kale and we combine all of those things, you can see that our research speed is skyrocketing now because she has something like 134 work speed, 250% hacking speed, and 617% research speed. Because what we really need is these toxifier generators, which are, normally a little problematic. They do generate some pollution, but you can actually build them underground. So if we just transport everything into the hole here, now we can go into our power, build a toxifier generator somewhere in this disgusting underground place. Don't worry, we're gonna give this a real glow up soon. We do have to do a lot of dismantling, and that is gonna take a little bit of time, but that is gonna ultimately give us a really, really solid area to just throw all of our power generation. Actually, probably shouldn't put it on the wood floor, but So there's the toxifier generator built. It's gonna start polluting the area a little bit, but honestly, we don't really care that much. All we have to do is just build a little pollution pump right here from biotech, and that is basically gonna let us take the pollution, dump it to the top side, and then transport it wherever we want. Or if we really want to be creative, we can just go to the second underground bunker and fill this with frozen toxic waste packs. Okay, that might have been a mistake. I think I made an error. Go away! Wait, did that work? Okay, no, that did not work. I might have been trying to tame a warg, which is partially why I sent the naked enslaved guy to do it, because if the warg aggroed, I don't really care, but I would like it. Okay, wow, we shot off its left long and front right paw. There we go. Wow, thank you, Imperium. They're offering me a great quest where my reward is essentially a gene pack for being bald. I don't think I want that. Okay, nice. The second warg always succeeds. So much like the crow that we have, we can actually train the warg to also attack targets now instead of just randomly attacking stuff. Okay, so we've run into a minor issue, and it's that there are incoming mechanoids. That's not very good. So because we went with the grab ship start, we do need to actually leave soon, but as soon as we leave, it's going to destroy the entire tile, which means we are going to need to get this grab anchor, which means we need 300 plasteel. All right, I do unfortunately need to kind of bankrupt myself here. I'm gonna sell all my jade and all my plain leather, wolfskin, boom, boom, boom. My crow is worth $3. Come on, man. He's worth more than that. Okay, I think I've sold Eden. Oh my god, I still need to sell more. As much as it pains me, I am gonna have to sell my anti-grain warhead and also buy some advanced components. I think I just need one. All right, this should give me everything I I need to go ahead and build a grav anchor. Now that the grav anchor is done, we can leave at any time, although that is not going to stop the mechanoids from attacking, but it is at least going to preserve the map when we leave, so we can try and begin developing down here a little bit more. Oh, an Imperium raid. It is nice that they are willing to chase my one guy in circles as we just run around. And then the other guy is pretty much gonna run in and die the exact same way. Yoink. Oh, and he actually didn't die. He's a 15-year-old. Okay, well, he also sucks. So now he is a 15-year-old who is dead. Holy crap, I just got a transport pod crash. 19 animal skill off careful shooter, and he's by religion. Actually, careful shooter's kind of bad. Okay, and he is frail, and he does have a smoke leaf dependence. You know what? I didn't see you there. So what we really need to do right now is basically start to self-sufficient yeah, that's a word, our whole area down here by building an underground farm, an underground everything, and basically make it so that we can live down here indefinitely. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Doesn't this have a bunch of weaknesses? Like, number one, it's hard to control the temperature. Well, that's actually not true, because we are so far underground that the temperature is pretty consistently always around 15 degrees Celsius, except in here where I am using a cooler to freeze everything we put in this room, which will eventually be food. Your follow-up might be, wait a minute, what about infestations? I'm so glad you asked. For anyone who doesn't know, in RimWorld, if you are in an underground mountain, you have a chance of getting an infestation, which is a whole bunch of bugs that will spawn on top of you. Except infestations don't spawn here. So if we go to development mode and then attempt to go to an infestation, you will see that it has the big words, no. What this means is that it is not naturally occurring. So even when I try and use the debug log to spawn one, it just can't physically spawn down here. Now, I will admit it is entirely possible that someone does more testing and finds out a little more weird stuff around this. When I was streaming, I tried to spawn a raid down here to show how it couldn't happen. Raids? Execute raid with points? Oh, I don't know, 10,000 point raid? Wait, what? Of course, this just ended in a 100-man brawl until they all ate each other, and then I recruited the last guy, but that's not important. What is important is that this is pretty much the single safest place you could physically be in all of the Rim. The other thing that I need to do to prepare is, you know, you can break down these walls. They just have 7,500 health. Good luck, Fawn. Okay, finally. That took only like 7 hours. So you've only got 22 hours at this point until the mechanoids come. So what I am going to start doing is basically deconstructing everything. These two are going to be the only ones left in the bunker. And then we are just going to rocket ship away while the mechanoids will basically just coagulate up here. I'm also going to talk to this guy over here. And he is definitely very scary. And he wants to join. His resume does say he can turn corpses into flesh beasts, which is pretty cool. He can definitely get a job at Palantir, so he can get a job with us. He does have 19 intellectual, which is pretty great. I am going to actually let him go into the stockpile, so he will stay down here as well to do research. I'm gonna deconstruct all of our solar generators up here, because I kind of want all these components back. And then we are just gonna take off on our grav ship, because there is not really a huge reason to be here anymore. And honestly, I'm only gonna go like a couple of tiles away to the grassland right here. That way I can have my landing zone right here, smack dab in the center of a whole bunch of mineable components. Then I'm gonna head back outside in order to run out here and okay, manhunting squirrels. Thank you for welcoming me to the region. But up here, I am going to dismantle the grav anchor. Now that might sound like it doesn't make a lot of sense, but as soon as the mechanoids come, they're gonna destroy everything on the top side of the map, so I may as well get some of my components back now. I'm a little concerned about the manhunting squirrels, but honestly, the fact that we have a warg here as our pet should make this considerably easier. Yeah, okay, the warg is just gonna run around and kill everything. Well, that and the shotgun. Back on the main area, we're just gonna haul everything in and re-enter our underground fortress, and then just wait for the mechanoids to show up. Ah, there they are. Now we're gonna get these incoming mechanoids, and I don't think there's actually that many of them. Oh, actually, never mind. There is considerably more than I thought. I just couldn't see them at first. For all intents and purposes, these mechanoids now own the top layer. I have no real interest of actually leaving my little hidey hole. The mechanoids will never come down here, so we are completely safe in our underground fortress. Our dwarf fortress, you could call it. I am going to come back here to fight the mechanoids later, but right now we pretty much just need to focus on developing our underground area and then getting raided. Oh, okay, yeah, they raided this area. Yeah, you can see he can't do anything. Any raiders that we get are just gonna enter the map and then instantly get obliterated by the mechanoids. It's a pretty great system. Also, I'm sending Winters to break down this fortified wall. Unfortunately, I don't have the breaching axe, so this could take a little bit of time. Because the biggest weakness of down here is it's pretty hard to get more resources, but you might be curious to know, resources do spawn down here. We're talking about compacted steel, components, all kinds of stuff. This is treated like a normal mountain, so we can mine into all the underground areas here and get more stuff. Now, the resources are rare. I've actually tested it before, and sometimes there just are no resources, and sometimes there's a lot. So I'm not really sure how the generation works. We just have to break through a single fortified wall, and then the rest is just normal stone we can mine. Wait, is this another mech hive raid? Oh, I see the problem with how I've done this. I think the game is just gonna keep spawning mechanoids. I'm pretty sure if you wanted to avoid all the mechanoids that would attack, all you would have to do is just, instead of landing directly on top of the ancient stockpile for the first time, you could just land one tile to the side of it, and then you could just form a caravan and walk over to it, and you wouldn't get any of the mechanoids, I think. Also, post-recording me, I just realized there's an ancient improvement that does the same exact thing as the stockpiles, so you could do this whole thing from the start of the game without a grav ship if you want. Now, if you're wondering how are we gonna deal with the pollution, I am just gonna have to build a pollution pump, and then that is gonna get powered, and it's gonna start absorbing the pollution and turning it into waste packs. Because the thing is, I could just cram all the waste packs up this ladder, and they'll just appear up here. It has no actual impact on me, even if I irradiate the entire tile above me. I could fill every single one of these with radiated waste packs, and it wouldn't matter. Well, you know, the environment will be hurt, but who cares about that? Uh-oh. I just realized that the shuttle to transport Orlean has appeared in the middle of all of the mechanoids. Yeah, I don't think you're leaving. Okay, I think I figured out a way to actually get Orlean back home, which I need to do because I don't want that faction hostile. Oh, you're kidding me. She won't get on the shuttle. No, I can't transport her. Wait, there might be a way to do this. Orlean, I just want you to know that I do this for your own safety. Okay, this clearly could have been executed better. I probably should have just used anesthesia, huh? That might have... Uh-oh. Well, I'm sure that'll be fine. Okay, finally. This has taken absolutely forever, but we are through the wall, which means we can now actually start mining into the mountainside and trying to find some semblance of resources all the ways down here. In the meantime, if I go up to the surface, things have gotten considerably worse on the mechanoid front. There are just a few mechanoids all around. I definitely should have done this the other route so the mechanoids didn't attack, but hey. What I can do, though, is that I am going to load this transport pod with as much steel and components as I can gather, and then we're gonna go and launch it right here, sitting right next to the entrance. Oh, there we go. So now, if I really want to get sneaky, I have to quickly run someone out there. All right, Winters, you're gonna have to run out there. And okay, as soon as he gets out, I have to instantly do this. He has to load the components and then, oh wait, can I get more? Okay, get some steel too. Go. And we're out. Oh, nice. So from this point forward, this is gonna be the best way that we can actually get, oh no, here, oh, it's so many more. I think the Mech Hive has discovered the real way to make me lose the game, and it is by lagging out my computer as it just fills the whole map with mechs. Wait, I just realized I can manipulate where they go. So all I have to do is I claim a steel here, then I claim another steel here, and I can force all the mechs into one spot as they continuously just okay, there we go. It's working slowly. This is actually working so weirdly well. Okay, so I've lured most of the mechanoids out of this area, so now I can take Winters and take you to exit the stockpile again. Instantly tell him to take all the steel possible. Come on, hurry up. Oh no, Winters. buddy, you are gonna want to get inside. All right, I think I prepared as much as I can. I'm gonna gather everybody up into the ship, and I've also built the new rocket swarm launchers to see how they work, and I am gonna put some of my people right on the edges to actually man them, and then I'm gonna do the next best thing that I can do, which is slowly claim tiles in order to collect all the mechanoids into one spot. Okay, I've collected almost all of them into one little tiny thing. This is a very slow, painful process, but it is barely working. Come on, come on, come over here. Attack, attack. Okay, we have like 400 mechanoids in one ball. And now we need to launch the ship, get everybody inside, and I need to continuously keep claiming stuff in order to keep them interested. I've also possibly slightly gone over my 500 grav limit, but we should be okay. Wait, what? I don't think that's my ship, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, here we go. I have strapped as many hunter drones on this thing as possible. I just need to get them in a good spot. Unfortunately, you cannot actually land on the enemies, so the best I can do is try to get something like this. All right, boys, prepare to land. I do not have any confidence in this. Go, my hunter drones! Go! Oh my god, no, this didn't do anything. Well, it seems that things have not gone exactly according to plan, and I may have made a minor error or two somewhere along the line. Don't be like me, and instead land your grab ship one tile next to the ancient stockpile and then walk into it. Well, we succeeded in making a beautiful underground base that, you know, would have been great to have something
death.
I probably mentioned this in the intro, but I did get early access to the DLC, and it's pretty cool. Yeah.
They all
Now,
died.
before my game crashes from the sheer number of mechanoids that are raiding, I'm gonna end the video. Thanks for watching. See you.
That is a crazy amount of freaking mechs. I didn't even know they spawned that many freaking mechs. I ain't gonna lie, I might freaking crash. I think I ain't even sleep that long. I slept like 3 hours last night. Like freaking, by last night I mean like freaking what, like 10 to like freaking 1 maybe. I slept like that short. I streamed the whole morning. And yeah, the whole morning and freaking early morning, super early morning. But yeah, I'm probably about to crash. I ain't gonna lie. Freaking. I don't know. I might stream later on today. So if I do, then I'll probably stream Risk Rain and probably some small lands maybe, or freaking Helldivers again. Which we had hella fun on freaking Helldivers, and the mods made it amazing as well. Which I gotta figure out why my freaking one mod wasn't working. Where is it? That's because it's not enabled, that's why. It was working earlier, but I didn't freaking re-enable it after. So that's on me. That is on me. Other than that, the freaking Miku Beam was funny as shit. Shrapnel Tracer, I didn't even notice. Phantom Ship was cool. Seen it. Taco Bell Hammer, we didn't get to experience that. Nobody freaking ran a hammer. Halo Warthog, we didn't experience it. And nobody called in the freaking vehicle. That was the recon vehicle. Begone Thought, we freaking experienced that a lot today. Freaking EFT weapons, we experienced the voice, Tarkov voice, we experienced we experienced freaking gold weapons. I don't think I streamed that. I play with it off stream though. Dance team, you saw that one, but I disabled it. But yeah, that's a lot of more mods. Like Battlefield 3 one, you heard that one. Dodge Charger when you use a vehicle. Tagilla one didn't work. A lot of these clashed, so we didn't get to use a lot of those. This one works, the Miku freaking skin mod, which is just the Miku Fortnite skin. But yeah, other than that, I'm about to crash. I will stream probably, if I don't stream when I wake up, or later on today, then I'll stream tomorrow probably. Possibly, we will see. My phone is at 9%. God damn. 9%. But yeah, I will catch y'all later. I'ma crash. Until next time. Peace.